Hello friends, it's me, Mr. Sloufaki here. In case you are new to Mr. Sloufaki's story time, what I'm going to do is tell you about a book or a movie from my brain as best as I possibly can. So this time we are going to be doing The King of the Lions, one of my favorite movies from when Mr. Sloufaki was a kid. So sit back and enjoy the story about the lions. Okay, so our story takes place in the Proud Lands. So there is a big king lion, Leo. Leo has a family. He has a wife, Leona, and he has a bunch of animal friends. And they are very happy because they have a little lion boy named Simba Jr. And so they do some dancing and singing, and Simba Jr., he cannot wait to be in charge of the Proudlands. So meanwhile, Leo have a very spooky brother named Scarf, and Scarf is all about like, I am going to take over control of the throne, and I'm going to be the new king of the lions. And he decided to come up with a plan to overthrow King Leo and make control of everything. So he do some scheming with the hyenas, who they laugh all the time. Ha ha ha! They are the hyenas, and that is their thing. So there are three of them. I think one of them is smart, one of them's kind of goofy, and one just has no brain at all. So Scarf decide he going to come up with plan to get rid of Leo and Simba Jr. So Scarf takes Simba Jr. to like this out of the place valley and is like, oh hey, you should totally go down there. And lo and behold, the hyenas have made up a stampede of wildebeestes and are going to make sure that Simba Jr. gets stomped by the wildebeestes. Leo, however, show up and he is like, oh my gosh, my son, I have to save him from the wildebeestes. And he go down and he gets Simba Jr. to safety. So as Leo about to climb up, Scarf's like, not today, and he just poof chucks him off the cliff into the stampede. Scarf says to Simba Jr., he's like, listen man, you totally just like your dad down there, that's totally your fault, you should just leave. So Simba Jr., his heart a little break and he's so sad, and he know that he can no longer be the king of the lion people. Now Scarf, he is free to take control of the Proud Lands, but he do horrible job. Like all of the animals leave and there's no food. But meanwhile, good news, Simba Jr., he finds some new friend. One is a meerkat man named, I think, like Toodles, and we call his friend Warthog Snuffletooth, because that sound like two friends that he might have. So his friends, they tell him, don't be so upset, Haku potato, and all those things. It means don't worry about it, man, not a big deal. And they decide, hey, things not so bad. Simba Jr. just live happy life out in the jungle with Toodles and Snuffletooth. Meanwhile, they find a mystical baboon man named Rafizzle, and Rafizzle helps Simba Jr. to realize, he really needs to go back and save his friends and take back over as king. So empowered by like this newfound hoodoo whimsy, Simba goes back to the Pride Lands to confront Scarf and say like, we got to get rid of you, dude. So his friends and like maybe some like, I think some of the creatures, also maybe magic and something, they have a big battle against Scarf, like atop Rainbow Rock. So Simba, he come up to Scar and is like, listen, I did not kill my dad. You killed my dad. You throw him off a cliff. Kind of like, he's like, my name is Simba Jr. You killed my father. Prepare to die. And they have a big battle and all kinds of chaos and struggle and fight. And Scarf, it's his turn to get thrown off a big cliff. And so now all of the lions, They are very happy with Simba Jr. because he is going to bring all their animal friends back, and he is going to go back to being the king of the lions and make sure that the Proudlands are proud again. And Timbuktu and Snuffletoots, they're there and they're happy. There's also a bird that I forgot existed. His name's Zabaloo, and he was happy also because he had been trapped in a cage. And Simba Jr. got a girlfriend, and they got married and lived happily ever after. So that is the story about the King of the Lions. The end.